Okay. Now, also, not in the book, but we've been doing it as a kind of regular part of warm-up for this basic class, so we'll continue in that mold. All the other classes have done it. We'll do a little bit of just opening, stretching, and getting to know the client's body a little bit. So, again, not in the book. Probably want to make a note on this. What do I do? First thing is come in and just make some contact with the feet. See how they're doing. And then pick up the heels, scoot in a little bit, put the heels on your thighs. Straight arms, straight back. Straight arms, straight back. And then just lean. How are you doing, Nina? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so just a little stretch. Get the client to settle into the mat a little bit. After the stretch, I do some circles with the legs. A circle, and then I come in low near the mat. So I'm going around, in this case, clockwise. As I come in, I take a big step out to the side, and there we go. And stretch. You feel a little stretch on the side? Yeah. So this feels nice for the client, nice little opening stretch, but I'm also assessing. I can see that Nina is very flexible on this side. Some clients, you try to do the stretch, they only go here. Just go to where you feel resistance with the client, right? As soon as the client's body stops, that's enough. You can see I'm blocking with the toes, you can do that. You can hold with the hand. If the client's hip is really coming up, sometimes the client will be a little stiff, the hip will come up. You can do a little palm press on the leg to help with the stretch. Okay. After this side, I come back to center, circle, and other side. It's more tight on this side. Yeah. So you can see before, right on this side, her legs were way up here, but now the legs a little bit less. There's more tightness on this side. So, you know, the client, I'm warming up a little bit, but I'm already assessing and I'm beginning to see, oh, this side may be one that I want to be, you know, thinking about a little more as I'm working. You doing okay, Nina? Okay. All right. And then after that one, bring it back to center, come down to the knees, feet just on the outsides of the knees. Now we get, so what do? Y crew. So none of this in the book, please make note. Y crew, then stretch the legs, circle, go to one side, circle, other side, come back, and feet down. Now, ready to begin. Page 31, number 1, warming up. Palm press on the insides of the feet from, it says toes up to the heel and back 2 to 3 times. I actually tend to go the other way. I'll tend to start at the heels and go out and in. If you want to start at the toes, you can. But usually I start at the ankles because it helps me to assess where is the client at. In basic, we're going to go left, right. So not both. Same time when palm walking. We're going to go one side and then the other side. Again, that meditative pace, that meditative breath. If I think about my breathing, what am I? Breathe in. So nice, easy, slow pace. How are you doing, Nina? You good? Yeah. The other thing that you may notice that I'm doing as I'm pushing on these feet, I'm not just squashing them down to the mat. That just squishes the bones together. It can make the foot hurt. Right? What am I doing? As I make contact and bring that foot down, I begin to roll the toes up. What does that do? It gives me some stretch for the calf. Begins to warm up. It also stretches the foot, right? Begins to stretch the foot a little bit. So nice, easy pace, left, right, in and out, 2 or 3 times. And again, you can see with each one of these, I stay for a moment. Oh, the other thing, with the hands, you can notice my fingers, right, are very loose and limp, and I'm not using them. So as I'm working with Nina, I'm not grabbing the foot. Now, what do you think, Nina? No. Like this, yeah? Yeah, okay? So the fingers, you're really not using the fingers. You're just stretching the bottom of the foot. In and out. Okay. Before we palm press up the calves, that's number 2. Another thing that you can add in, there's a hole right below the ankle. You can see the ankle bone here and the heel, and right underneath is a hole. This hole, you'll find that the corner of your palm fits very nicely right into that hole, and you can press. Now, when I press, what do? I back up. And what did we say about good form in the best practices? Straight arms, straight back, and I bring my body weight over to press. How are you doing, Nina? Okay? Yeah. So what did I not do? I was not palm walking here and then yeah, see, if I do this, Nina says, you don't know Thai massage. What do you do? Yeah, right, exactly. Too much power, so what am I doing? I put the hand on, straight arm, straight back, and put my body over the top. So not in the book, but you can add that one on after number 1, but before number 2. After that one, I begin to palm walk up the calves. As I palm walk up the calves, it's a little challenging on this first one because we have the tibia bone with the leg rolled open like this. From here to here, this is all bone. So what do we say? We don't press, right, on the bone. So I've got to line my hand up a little bit on the side. When I work on the calves, some clients are not so flexible, and you just have to work with that. But if the client is flexible enough in the hip, you want to roll that leg a little bit open and then press down and in. So when you're doing the palm walking on the calves, do not palm walk on the bone. You don't put the hand over the bone. You're going to be working on that calf muscle on the side, rolling the leg a little bit. I'm also not just going straight down, so I'm not getting that muscle and going this way. Too much pinch. It's not work so well. So roll that leg open and press. And just walk up. 1, 2, about 3, up to the knee. It's about 1, 2, 3. If the leg is big, you can do 4. Once I get up to the knee, I circle on the knee. This is still, I think, number 2 PC, right? So PP on the calves, up to the knee, then PC on the knee. What is PC? Palm circles. Yeah, I'm doing fingers. I like fingers when I do this one, but you can do palms as well. But I think fingers feels a little more massage-like. So mobilizing the kneecaps, circles. And then after the circles, palm walk up the thighs. When you go up the thigh, make sure that the pressure is going straight down into the muscle. On the thigh, I do not want to push out. Right? So on the calf, I had to push out so that I could get the muscle stacked up. But once I'm up on the thigh, I want my pressure to really go in basic straight down. So straight towards the floor. I don't want to roll this way. It does not feel so good. We'll learn a little more advanced technique in Advanced 1, but for right now, again, just make sure the pressure is going straight down. And again, I'm going to go left, right, walking up the thigh. How are you doing, Nina? Still okay? Is the pressure okay or is too much?
Good, not so much.
Okay. So as I'm walking up, what am I feeling? I start to press. Be gentle, make contact. You're doing massage. You're not beating the client up, right? So put the palm on, soft palm. I press on that muscle until I feel it tight, and then stop. You don't want to go too much farther because it just makes it painful for the client and it doesn't do a lot for them. You may even cause the muscle to roll off, and that can be a little shocking. So just walking up the legs, again about 3. If the client is big and you are small, you can step up with a foot. Okay? So it just depends on your size, the client's size. I can do this work on Nina from my knees because I'm big enough to reach. But if you need to get a little bit more above, just step up and over. Okay. Once I've walked up to the hips, now we get to open the gates. As it says, sometimes says stop the blood. What does it say here? 3, stop bloodstream. I really prefer, it should say open the gates. Here it says 10 to 20 seconds. Actually, probably for most clients a little longer. About, I typically go about 30 seconds, maybe even up to a minute. Where am I going to be to do this? The femoral artery, the main artery that provides blood to the legs, comes down just on either side of the pubic bone. So I've got 2 hips coming down and then the pubic bone. I'm going to be just on either side of that pubic bone. And I'm going to put heel of my palm right on the sides. Okay, so I'm not in the middle, right? Yeah, I'm off to either side. I'm just below the hip. If I'm in the right place, oh wow, I can feel. So the first few times you try this with your friend, come in, put the hands on, and press a little lightly. Find the pulse. This doesn't work if you cannot feel the heartbeat. So find the pulse. Make sure you're in the right spot. Okay. Once I'm here, 2 choices. If you are larger, client is smaller, you can just put the hands on and leave. That works. If the client is larger or you want more pressure, you put the hands on, and I should not do this with my shoulder. Can you do the down dog? Good pulse, huh? There you go. You could do the down dog. Okay? This is good for you. Right? If you do the down dog, right, you can see that Ava's back is pretty straight, so that her power is going straight from the body to the arms. The other thing you notice is her head is down. Right? She's looking back towards her feet. Why? Because looking here is probably not so good.
Better view.
Okay? Yeah, really. So there you go. And then when you release,
Yeah,
okay.
I can feel it in my feet.
You feel it go all the way down? You
Yeah,
feel cold or feel hot?
Feel hot.
Feel hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as because Ava knows this one really well, and also Nina, it was really easy. I could feel that pulse. It was, yeah, very strong. We're stopping the blood for that 30, 40 seconds, and then when we release quickly and brush down the feet. And the client, if you've done it right, it will feel really interesting to them because they will feel, the legs will feel a little cold, and then they'll feel that blood down and back. Yeah. Well, one thing about opening the gate, depending on the school that you go to, some schools like Loy Crow will do open the gate as the beginning of the massage, just what we did. Palm walk up, open the gate, palm walk down, go on with the massage. Some schools will say you open the gate when you are done with the leg massage. Two different reasons going on. If we do it at the beginning, and that's my practice, partially because I follow Lloyd Crow technique, but if we're doing the opening gates at the beginning, it's really a good technique for helping the client to relax and drop in. Many clients, just like I was saying about me, you know, at lunch, I had to run around, move my car, all this stuff, so I have to let go of a bunch of stuff. But clients are the same way, you know, they come in and they've been at work for the morning and somebody yelled at them and now they've got this other project they gotta do and I gotta, you know, all this stuff. So the client is, even when they lay down, they're trying to relax, but they're having a little tough time. When we press here and open the gate, we are restricting, not really stopping, but restricting the flow of oxygenated blood, right? The blood has come from the lungs, it's full of oxygen. We're restricting that blood flow to the legs. So where does all that blood go? To the head. Yeah, extra oxygen, extra rich blood going to the head. Many clients, not all, but many, you will do the open the gate and you will set up, you will get in position, and after about three or four breaths for the client, you will notice that the client will suddenly go it's called parasympathetic response. The client is dropping in, right? They're coming out of fight or flight, they're coming out of the world that they were just in, and they're just dropping in because that signal of that extra oxygenated blood to the upper body and the brain in particular just tells the client, let go. And so when we do the open the gates at the beginning, that's really kind of the idea of what we're doing. We're trying to help the client ground in and relax. Other schools will say do all the leg massage and then at the end, just as you finish, open the gates. A little bit different theory. In that case, what they're saying is you've done all this work on the legs, so now the legs are open. Right? The blood vessels, the muscles are relaxed because you've done all kinds of massage. And so now we're going to block the blood for 30 or 40 seconds. That causes more pressure, blood pressure up here, less blood pressure down here. When I let go, all of that blood pressure goes down and then back out. It's kind of like cleaning out the system, right? Like if you had a blocked pipe or something, you could put a bunch of water in the sink and then, you know, pull the plug and then all the water, you know, runs down and through. So in your practice, you can decide, you know, where are you gonna, you know, what is your goal with opening the gates and when do you want to do it? You could do it twice if you want. You could do it once to start to relax the client. You could do it at the end of the leg massage when you want to do that final flush of the system. Okay, so we got through number 3, opening the gate. Again, with that one, undo one more time. I'm going to open the gate, press in. So for my body size, I can just do this way. Now, when I'm ready to release, notice how kind of quickly I go. I'm from here with the pressure, I let go, I follow the blood down, and then come back to the top to begin palm walking back down the legs. Oh, it's softer already. Still doing okay? Circle on the knees. So what do? I just come all the way back down. It's a nice way to start the massage. Please get in the practice of doing this palm walking. Whether you decide to do the pull the legs and stretch one way or the other, you know, in your practice that's up to you, but really, unless you really have a very particular reason why, start all of your Thai massages with palm walking, feet, legs, open gates, back down. Why? Because clients that have had Thai massage before, real Thai massage, or traditional Thai massage like we do, that's how their other massage started. If you come in on your massage, and the first time you see the client, and the first thing you do is bend the leg and, you know, start doing this, the client is immediately gonna go, at least ones that have had, they're gonna go, this person does not know Thai massage. Right? So for many clients that know Thai massage, you will gain their confidence very quickly if you do this palm walking, because they'll say, oh, this is like the Thai massage I got when I was in Thailand. So all the way out to the feet. So palm walk feet, optional, press on the heel point. Oh, forgot to mention, who do we not press this point for? Pregnant client. That's right. Not really so much from Thai, but from Chinese. These points on the inside of the heel, if you look on the reflexology chart, this is the uterus. And in Chinese, this is on, not sure which meridian it is, but it's a descending energy line. Chinese medicine, they say that, you know, if a client is pregnant and you press these points, it could have effects on the pregnant client. So I have some thoughts about that I've learned since, but we will follow the tradition for right now and say, for the pregnant client, don't press these heel points. So palm walk the feet in and out a few times. Like, I start at the heel. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2 or 3 times. Then 1 time, go up the legs, knees, up the legs, open the gates, back down. What not to do. After, so if I'm doing the palm walking, again, you saw that methodical pace. What am I not doing here? I'm not doing this. Poor Nina.